season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it third down. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to fourth down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they'll run here with ETN. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He'll drop this one off with ETN. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But get away it does, and it's second down. Second and 10. To throw is Jackson.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 4th down. Here's Jackson.
Flushed out right.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Throw left side, complete. That's Lambert. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
The running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz?
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
2nd and 1. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They go play action now. Jackson going deep for Diggs. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Steps away. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the air, and the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Set at the line for this next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A 63-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. It's caught. Smith shifts by him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Jackson now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Jackson being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Falcons take over the 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They go play action with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They can't hang with us. Right there, 54, right there.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And to give this time to the tailback. Down to the 25. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
these guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Looking to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that would extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any other.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Falcons grab it. There he goes, left side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Run it well, and it's picked. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
At their own 2-yard line.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Rolling to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Jackson now down around his goal line. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Ravens.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
offense out there for their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Going up top. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Lambert. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
At the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have power, too, on that side of the ball.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.